Hi Trina, this is a tutorial on how to have Christopher log in and work on his IXL. So when he goes to his IXL page or goes to IXL.com, he's going to put in his his username, which is Collins, and then I'll let him tell you what his password is. Then he's just going to click sign in. Once he signs in, he is going to want to go to Diagnostic. He's going to click Diagnostic. And then you're going to scroll down and you're going to see that this is where he's at for math, and then this is where he's at for ELA. What we want to have happen is we want to have stars at each one of these areas. So he has finished his assessment in these three areas where there's stars at. The areas that don't have stars means that he's not quite done getting that assessment data inputted into IXL. Now, every few days, those stars are going to go away because as he's responding to some of the work he's doing in the program, it's going to adjust. And about every 2 weeks, he's going to log back in and work on updating that data. To update that data, you're going to click Step into the Arena. Once you've stepped into the arena, if you hit this drop-down box, you can see just math questions, language arts, or math and language arts. In this case, Christopher needs to finish his assessment in both math and in language arts because he doesn't have stars at all of them just yet. But now let's say he had all of his stars here in math and he needed to go in and update his diagnostic for just language arts. To do that, he would hit Step into the Arena, and then he would hit just language arts, okay? But in this particular case, he needs to complete both of them, so he needs to just go in and do language arts and math. Now, this is what the interesting part is. Once he has stars in each one of these areas, what it's going to do is give you recommended skills for where he is at in each one of those areas. So these numbers represent where it says 150. The first number represents the grade level, and then the second number represents the month. So 150 would be first grade, fifth month. Okay. 70 would just be seventh, would be like kindergarten, 7th month. And you're going to notice the reason why fractions is so high is because he's not done being diagnosed in those areas yet. So once he goes back in and completes that, it'll probably be more reflective of his other data and other scores. To assess those or to work on those skills, he'll hit the drop-down box and there will be recommendations for him to work on. So in this case, there's 3 recommended skills. So he can go through and he can do 3 recommended skills. Down here, he's got 3. Over here, he's got 1. Same for language arts. So for vocabulary, if he clicks on this, he'll have 2 skills he can work on. My main focus is that once students work on the recommended skills, they need to get a SMART score. Let's say he were to do this one. He needs to get a SMART score of 80 to show proficiency in that skill, not 100. So let me see if I can get it to work here. All right. So right here, his SMART score is 8. Now, if he were to finish this and get a SMART score of 80, then that's when you know that he has finished that skill at a proficient level. Mastery level's at 100. He does not have to get 100. I would focus more on getting an 80. But that's just a quick tutorial. If you have any questions, let me know.